In tomorrow night's Late Show, Jeremy Isaacs finds himself face-to-face with author of A Boy's Own Story, American writer Edmund White. That's tomorrow night.
Where's my dinner?
It's coming now!
That's like a bulldog chewing a wasp, eh?
Harry Enfield.
Can anybody help? Yes, us!
Harry Enfield as Harry Enfield.
It's the life, isn't it?
Thursday at 9 on 2.
Behind the Headlines is in a few minutes. Before that on 2, here's Ian McCaskill and Weatherview.
Hello, it's turning colder, not just in Britain, but over many parts of continental Europe as well. Just at the moment, there's a lot of cloud over central and northern parts of Europe, but that's going to slip southwards over the next few days and allow much colder, showery weather to gradually spread from the north. That's the way the weather chart looks this evening. As the winds gradually turn into the north over the next few days, cooler air will come down across many parts of continental Europe. Pressure will stay fairly high to the south of Europe, so that's where we have to go for sunshine, but that's the chart for Wednesday. This front bringing some showers into northern parts of Spain by then, but much of Spain and Portugal and the Canaries staying fine, well-broken cloud, lots of sunshine and reasonably warm in the Canary Islands as well, 23 Celsius, but much cooler over northern parts of Europe, down to -10 in some northern parts of Scandinavia. Plenty of sunshine too, by the way, over eastern parts of the Mediterranean, but sunshine and showers in many central parts of the Mediterranean by roughly the middle of the week. But let's come back to Britain's weather tonight. Lots of cloud over England and Wales with rain in many places, still some quite heavy bursts of rain in some parts, but much clearer weather getting into northern parts of England, Northern Ireland, and clear weather with some showers in the north up over Scotland, and some of the showers in the north are snow up over the hills there, snow or soft hail. Later on tonight, clearing skies over southern Scotland, northern England and Northern Ireland could lead to 1 or 2 patches of ice on the roads in the early hours of tomorrow. At the same time, that clearer weather gradually spreading southwards across Wales and central England, but the rain persisting on and off at least over southern counties of England right through until the end of the night. Quite a cold night in the north, at least -1 Celsius at 30 Fahrenheit. In the south, the rainy south, 5 to 7 Celsius, 41 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow, well, a brighter day in many southern districts than it has been today, but the southeast could start off cloudy with rain in places. That rain dying away quite quickly in the morning, brighter weather spreading down there by the middle of the day. Although many inland parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland starting off dry and bright, 1 or 2 showers will develop there by the middle of the day, quite wintry on the hills as well. And as we go through the afternoon, 1 or 2 showers developing over northern parts of England and Wales as well, but many central and southern parts of England staying dry and bright right through the day. There will be a breeze, the breeze gradually turning from the west into the north. That's the colder weather coming down. Those are the average wind speeds at midday tomorrow, and those are the temperatures we expect to see. Really rather cool in the north, 6 Celsius, 43 Fahrenheit, at best 9 Celsius, 48 Fahrenheit in the south. Sunshine and showers on Wednesday, and quite a bright day, we think, on Thursday, but frost at night. That's it. Good night.
You're watching BBC2, where now Jane Corbin welcomes discussion behind the headlines.
Hello. At Westminster today, the air has been thick with conspiracy and speculation, just as it was nearly 16 years ago in the last Conservative leadership election. Then Margaret Thatcher defeated Edward Heath by 11 votes and went on to beat Willie Whitelaw and Geoffrey Howe in a second ballot. The rest, as they say, is history. But tomorrow, Michael Heseltine hopes to bring that particular chapter of history to an end. So what's it like to be in the House of Commons as the Battle of the Blondes rages, and how much arm-twisting and chicanery is going on in the corridors of power? With me to report from the front line are Julian Critchley MP, Mr Heseltine's staunch ally and biographer, generally acknowledged as the best-dressed wit in the House. The former Conservative Cabinet Minister and Leader of the House, the Right Honourable John Biffin MP, of whom Julian Critchley has said his one remaining ambition is to have a significant say in the Conservative succession. Austin Mitchell MP, who's been watching developments, gleefully no doubt, from the Labour benches, and veteran political journalist and Observer columnist Alan Watkins. Julian Critchley, you admit you're loosely allied with the Heseltine camp. How do you go about it? What's going on down there? Is it the art of gentle persuasion or is it arm twisting?
Well, I have a warehouse full of stock to shift, which is why I'm only loosely allied to Michael Heseltine. It's all excitement. In fact, I'm not even certain that I can stand the excitement between now and 11 o'clock. But such is the smoke of battle that it's extremely hard to discern who is winning, what is happening, and who is changing sides. We hear from the outside world. News sort of comes in slowly, like into a city besieged. That Edwina is thinking of changing, that Emma Nicholson has decided to do something differently. So there is an awful lot of excitement, but not much accurate information as to who's doing what.
Austin Mitchell, Julian Critchley is getting in a plug for his book there, but he's not actually answering the question. I mean, is it gentle persuasion or is it the art of arm
It's
twisting?
chaos, it's chaos, it's just chaos. The news comes in from outside because there people go on television and all the hatred explodes, and it's going to be very difficult to fit it all back into the bottle. But what you see in the House of Commons itself is, and it's a place of corridors and little spaces, pokey corners, is a lot of little groups of people who always sort of start whistling off when a Labour MP goes past, or if you make a joke. And they all seem to be consulting lists. I think there's a lot of evasion going on. There's a lot of official activity, people going around trying to do soundings, although some's been done by telephone. But there's a hell of a lot of evasion. The interesting thing is they've all said they've been back at the constituencies consulting their local parties. Well, this is now the first day back. They've actually got to say something. Have they come to a conclusion? Are they still dodging the question?
John Biffin, Austin Mitchell talking about evasion there. Michael Heseltine has said that the electorate that he will be confronting tomorrow, his fellows, are the most sophisticated electorate in the country. But aren't they also the most devious? How much lying is going on?
If I were running office, I think I'd say that. Everybody loves to be flattered. But although they may be a highly sophisticated electorate, I will bet that they haven't yet mastered the intricacies of the electoral system that they have to operate. And most of them trying to work out how on earth they should conduct themselves on the first ballot to secure a second ballot. And it's not an easy task.
Alan Watkins, I think he's talking about tactical voting there, isn't he?
Yes, indeed. By the way, I mean, when you describe me as a veteran, you make me sound like Walter Lippmann or something, or at least sort of 90 years old. In fact, I'm 57. And anyway, I'm sure you both will.
Tactical voting.
Well, tactical voting or tactical non-voting. I mean, there's very little tactical voting going on. The question is, those people who want to get rid of Mrs. Thatcher and absolutely hate Michael Heseltine, and quite a substantial number of people who hold these eccentric views, disliking Mrs. Thatcher and disliking Mr. Heseltine possibly even more, but wanting somebody else. What do they do, you see? Do they abstain, which is the rational and straight course? But that may give it to Heseltine, may give it to Thatcher, very difficult to tell. What you really need, what Mr. Heseltine really needs to force a second ballot without putting him in a dominant position, is a vote of between 160 and 186 or 185, 160, 185. And if he gets that sort of vote, he will not be in with the certainty of being pushed forward and being the victor, as Mrs. Thatcher was in 1975. But on the other hand, Mrs. Thatcher, whether she'll enter on the second ballot, we don't know. But she'll certainly have been pretty badly wounded. And the people who want Major, Hurd, even Geoffrey Howe, who knows, will then have their chance.
John Biffin, you're a veteran of the last 4 Tory leadership elections. What actually happens in Committee Room 12, the place where the ballot takes place? And is it really secret, or is somebody watching over someone's shoulder?
It is Committee Room 14, I think, since we must be pedants for accuracy. Secondly, the ballot is wholly secret. And you've got